Terrific race day here at Cannon Park in Cairns. The track bathed in sunshine for most of the day, and riding honours for the 5-event program. 2 winners to Frank Edwards, 2 winners to Laura Cheshire. Let's have a look how the 5 races panned out today.
Mustang Jack goes in now, and the lights on and they're ready to go. Set for the first for Staffing Solutions, 1500, and they're off and racing. And Mustang Jack was first to begin. Stormy Zuma goes to second, and they were followed then by Gunga Galunga, who's about 3 lengths away in third placing. Willie Talk getting to fourth, and Arian is last of all. To the 1200 metre mark along the back of the side of the track, here they go. And Mustang Jack out by a couple of lengths. Travels nicely. In second placing, about 2 lengths away, is Stormy Zuma. A further 3 then came Gunga Galunga. Willie Talk is joined on the inside now by Arian, and they're together at the rear of the field. They come off the back onto the side of the course, and they go over the crossing at the 800 metre mark, and the leader here, Mustang Jack, got further in front. It led by about 8 lengths or 9 lengths. Here it's got away. In second placing at the moment is Stormy Zuma, and they were followed by Gunga Lunga, who said he better get on his bike to catch this leader. Back behind them, Willie Talk, and then came Arian. Well, Mustang Jack is still about 8 or 9 lengths in front as they come to the home corner. Can he keep going? Manabu Kai is going to straighten up here. Now Gunga Galunga is in hot pursuit. Edwards is out after him and he's closing. He'd be 3 or 4 lengths back. It's Mustang Jack in front. Gunga Galunga is trying hard. In fact, Gunga Galunga moved up and got him on the corner at the 200 metre mark. Gunga Galunga shot away. Mustang Jack battles on. Willie Talk only getting warm now when the race is all over, but it's Gunga Galunga for Frank Edwards, well clear. He gets home to beat Mustang Jack, who stuck on well. It got second from Willie Talk, Stormy Zuma, and Arian about 3 lengths away last. Gunga Galunga, bit of a heart attack if he'd have backed that early, because it was a long way away from Mustang Jack, but reeled him in, and Frankie Edwards went to the line. Number 1, Gunga Galunga for Frank Edwards and Steve Patiris. Mustang Jack, number 3 for Manabu Kai and Scotty Cooper, gave a daring run. May have found the 1500 just a fraction too long for it, but Gunga Galunga finished the race off. Willie Talk, I think, will probably get third. Laura Cheshire. But, by golly, that was exciting. Mustang Jack really making the event a thrilling run, because they're still at the home corner as well in front. But Gunga Galunga had Mustang Jack in his sights, and ran to the lead. 1, 3, 2, 4. Stormy Zuma is 4th, and 5 was 5th. 1, 3, 2, 4 and 5. 7 3/4 lengths by a neck. So that's a big margin. He was about that behind at one stage. And a neck between second and third. 1:29.64. Thank you very much. The numbers 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4 and 5. 7 3/4 lengths by neck. 1:29.64 the time, and a very good win by Gunga Galunga. Frank Edwards by Starcraft from Lacey Underall. Marie Patiris, trained by Steve Patiris at Innisfail and ridden by Frank Edwards. We'll be down in the mounting yard presentations if the handheld mics are working. I'll go and check them now. They weren't prior to the start of the race. Instant loot goes in and they're all set. Lights on, ready to go. Liddell down on the inside. All set. The gates fly back and they're off and racing. Liddell missed it a couple. Instant loot away fast with Reactant. And in the early part of the event, our Atom and Fine and Divine now starting to charge up to them. But as they go toward the inside here, it's maybe Fine and Divine just in front now, going to the lead, Reactant. And so it's Reactant now that goes to the lead, and up on its outside is Our Atom, and also joining in there quickly is Instant Loot. It's a bit wider, and back behind them then came Texas Gal, then came Wicked Mistress, and Liddell is last of all. Now they swing into the bend, Reactant down on the inside and Our Atom on the outside. They go together. And they were followed then by Instant Loot, who's lost the cap. Peak Cap running as Rose Clipper's coming at them quickly too. It might be Rose Clip. It's lost the cap cover, but Rose Clip and Frankie Edwards hit the front halfway down the straight. Rose Clip in front, and Rose Clip will win it. Fine and Divine second, and third Wicked Mistress. And then Our Atom, and they were followed by Reactant, Liddell, Instant Loot, and Texas Gal dropped right out of it to be the last one in. Number 5, Rose Clip, ridden by Frankie Edwards, a double for Frank. He won the first. Lost its cap cover there. Rose Clip by Snippetson from Tessie Rosa for L. Berry and P. Bishop. And Bones Bailey at Cairns, first start up in the district from the Sunshine Coast, and gets the prize. Five, 4, 5, 4, 7, 2, 3. 5, 4, Fine and Divine, Showy K a second, and 7 is third, Wicked Mistress, Laura Cheshire. 2, Our Atom was fourth, and 3, Reactant was fifth. 5, 4, 7, 2 and 3. Rose Clip by Snippetson from Tessa Rossi. Bones Bailey, L. Berry and P. Bishop. A 2-year-old filly by Snippetson is cutest qualified, so the cutest bonus goes off here. Second, Fine and Divine by Drumbeats from Leave It to Chance, Rhonda Inglis, Showy Kaya. And third goes to number 7, Wicked Mistress for Laura Cheshire, Wicked Style, Prancy Nancy for Helen Rowe, L. Willis, J. Edmonds and J.A. Brody, Trevor Rowe at Cairns. Rose Clip. Five, number 4. It doesn't look like a 4 on the board, but it is running second. 5, 4. 7 is third, Wicked Mistress. And number 2, Our Atom, is fourth. Number 3 was fifth, Reactant. 5, 4, 7, 2, 3. It's 3/4 of a length by a length. 56 something. 74. 56, 74. On 5, 4, 7, 2, 3. 5, 4, 7, 2, 3. 3/4 by a length. $56.74. All set for the Century Cranes, benchmark 55. Handicap over 950 metres, and they're away. The gates fly back. Man of Business began reasonably well. Second time around was into gear quickly, and our boy Byron out wide on the track, scooting across. He's Avella's going up in the middle of the pack there for Swaffer, and back underneath them then came Physically Wicked, who gets a nice cart up into the event about 4th or 5th. Back behind them then came I Am Bruised as Luna, and last of all is New Caledonia. Have a look at them as they come toward the home corner. 4:40 to go. Our boy Byron in front. He's Avella is sitting up second as they come to the bend, and they were followed then by on the outside Man of Business, who's coming into it. It's also lost its cap cover again. Back behind them then came I Am Bruised, trying to run on second time around. New Caledonia last, halfway down the straight. Our boy Byron in front, trying to get up on the inside. Physically Wicked. Our boy Byron in front. Physically Wicked getting through. Our boy Byron holding on, and our boy Byron won it. Our boy Byron, Physically Wicked second. Now third will be Man of Business. He's lost the cap cover again, Frankie Edwards. Then he's a Valor out wide. Finishing it off, I Am Bruised as Luna. And back behind them, second last in was New Caledonia, and second time round, the last one over the line. Our boy Byron has held on here, number one, from Physically Wicked, who was getting up on the inside but just couldn't bridge the gap. And our boy Byron, Emily Cass, did look good in the yard. She has taken the 1.5 kilos off. And a 3-year-old gelding by Shower Heart from Rock Idol, Fred and Lynn Whelan, trained by Fred Whelan, ridden by Emily Cass, number one, our boy Byron. Second will go to 6, Physically Wicked, which is by Wicked Style from Fizzy for Helen Rowe, J. Walker, P. Lou, T. Turnbull, B. Cribben, V. Oyen, C. Kelly, F. Van Oyen, and J. Herbert. 168, is that 2? 16827. 1682 and 7. It's a half a length by a half a length, and the time 55.89. Tracking great, Nick. 168 and 2. The numbers 1682 and 7. It's a half a length by a half a length. Our boy Byron, Emily Cass, Fred Whelan first. Physically Wicked, Laura Cheshire and Trevor Rowe second, and third goes to 8, Man of Business, all bar 1, Tons of Style for Ralph Baker and G. Roy, trained by Ralph Baker at Gordonvale, ridden by Frank Edwards. 168, number 2, He's a Vella, has finished fourth, and it's a half a length by a half a length. We'll have correct weight or otherwise shortly, and we're down in the mounting yard for presentations for Century Cranes, the benchmark 55 handicap. Also, if you cast your eye to the mounting yard, you'll see the fashions on the field and a lovely array. A bevy of beauties, both men and females, all down there involved in fashions on the field. $12.50 the journey, and they're off. Scurry on the inside began well, and Cathedral City goes quickly with Grand Zone Rocket, and Cathedral City is going to lead from Grand Zone Rocket. Rogue Alley goes around them very fast and goes up to second. Down on the inside, Scurry's running fourth, and they were followed by Zoffany Rocket, and Ranger Rocket is last of all. It's Cathedral City tackled now on the outside by Rogue Alley, and they go a couple of lengths to Grand Zone Rocket. Then came Scurry, Zoffany Rocket second last, and Ranger Rocket last of all. Cathedral City held the inside and held the lead just about a lip in front. On the outside, Rogue Alley goes up again, now puts its nose in front. Those two are gone. A couple of lengths in front here of Grand Zone Rocket, then Scurry. followed by Ranger Rocket, and Zoffany Rocket is last of all to the 400 metre mark on the point of the turn. It's still Cathedral City holding the lead, got away again on the bend. Rogue Alley goes to have another crack. Grand Zone Rocket's going to go for the inside. It's still Cathedral City in front. Rogue Alley trying hard, Ranger Rocket coming, and right down the outside Scurry with a big run starting to storm home. Right down the outside Scurry has raced up to them and hit the front. It's Scurry from Ranger Rocket. Scurry got away, Ranger Rocket tries to go with it, but Scurry got home from Ranger Rocket. Rogue Alley third, maybe Zoffany Rocket as fourth from Grand Zone Rocket, and the last one in Cathedral City. Scurry, number 4. Laura Cheshire with the blinkers and the white cap. Number 4, Scurry from 2, Ranger Rocket, who very nearly gave Frank Edwards another winner. In a good finish here, but a nice ride by Laura Cheshire. Didn't panic, relaxed the horse, came home with a good run. The 2-year-old gelding by Captain Sonador from Live to Run, trained by John Manzelman for Jade Doolan. And Scurry, number 4, gets home. Ranger Rocket is another one for Jade Doolan, Real Saga, Blonde and Dangerous. John Manzelman, Frank Edwards the rider, and Rogue Alley is third. 4, 2, 3, 5 and 1. Thank you. 4, 2, 3, 5. 3, Rogue Alley gets third for Manabu Kai and Noel Wheeland and Fred Wheeland. And fourth goes to 5, Zoffany Rocket from Ander Thompson and Johnny Manzelman. 4, 2, 3, 5, and number 1 was 5th. Margins, a length by 2.5, and the time 1:15.94. Scurry, ridden by Laura Cheshire, gets home in race number 4, horse number 4. And we're down the mounting yard for presentation shortly for Plaster Metal Cladding, a maiden plate over 12.50. They're all in, set to go for the last for Carlton Mid. Century Cranes, Tradies and Ladies Race Day, the last on the program. 12.50 the journey. Off, a good start, wonderful tail, was one of the best away. Mademoiselle Zeriz and Riley Saga now goes up 3 wide around them to take take up the lead and will assume control. So Riley Saga out by a couple of lengths now to Mademoiselle Zeriz. Wonderful Tale sits third on the fence. They were followed by Stable Surprise. Cleffily back on the inside. Big Tommy going around the outside. And Stanford last of all. They go out of the back now and over the crossing at the 800 metre mark on the side of the course they go. Riley Saga has it narrowly. Here goes Stanford off around them in a hurry up around the outside. In the middle going with them is Mademoiselle Zeriz. Stanford moved to the lead though at the 600 from Mademoiselle Zeriz. Riley Saga is a spent force. Stable Surprise running on into it, followed by Big Tommy, and then came back behind them Wonderful Tale, and the last one is Cleffily into the straight. They straighten up and Stanford raced away. Here comes Stable Surprise with a big run. It's Stanford in front. Stable Surprise, Laura Cheshire and Big Tommy starting to run home. Laura Cheshire and Stable Surprise at the front. It's Stable Surprise in front, kicked away. Stable Surprise will win the last. Second, Mademoiselle Zeriz in a head bobber from Big Tommy. Then Stanford fourth, followed by Wonderful Tale, Cleffily and Riley Saga the last one in. A double for Laura Cheshire and Trevor Rowe. Stable Surprise. Zaizu, the winner here by Zaizu. Trevor Rowe, but Laura Cheshire gets the riding double. She won the previous on Scurry and she won on Stable Surprise. A lovely ride here. John Smith, Meljalaska by Zaizu from Pinochet for Trevor Rowe at Cairns. Trevor's first winner for the day, but Laura's second. Number one, Stable Surprise. For Laura Cheshire, stormed home down the centre of the track here. Now, Mademoiselle Zeriz will give him the Quinella, Trevor Rowe for John Lambie. And third will go to number 3, Big Tommy from Andrew Thompson and Jeff Williams. And that was a good run by Big Tommy. The numbers are 1, 6, 3, 2 and 5. It's 2.5 lengths, the winning margin by a half a head. And the time? 1:14.62. 1:14.62, but Stable Surprise for Laura Cheshire, a double for Laura Cheshire. Winning the last on the program, 2.5 lengths. Second placing goes to Mademoiselle Zeriz, also from the Trevor Rowe stable, ridden by John Lambie. And third goes to 3, Big Tommy for Amanda Thompson and Jeff Williams at Atherton. 163, number 2, Stanford was fourth. We'll be down in the mounting yard for presentations on the final event of the program here today on Century Cranes, Tradies and Ladies Race Day. And, well, it should be that Meljalaska picks up the last event here on Century Cranes Race Day. Stable Surprise, a double for Laura Cheshire. She'll be back here, no doubt. 2 winners on the day and a big day for Laura Cheshire. Big round of applause for Laura. Going back to Scale Victorious here on a local victory for Trevor Rowe, Johnny Smith and Meljalaska.
There we have it, all the action from Cannon Park on the Saturday afternoon here, 20th of May for Tradies and Ladies Race Day. Frank Edwards riding the first 2 winners of the day, Laura Cheshire riding the last 2, and Emily Cass popping up with our boy Byron in the third event on the program. That's it for Cannon Park. We'll see you back here when we next race at the beautiful Cannon Park racetrack in Cairns.